Hi, my name is John Melson, and today I'm going to talk to you about overtraining, undertraining, under recovery, and what it all means and how it applies to you. Because this is something that I hear guys talking about all the time in the gym. So I just want to kind of simplify it, take the facts away from the myth, and explain what it really means and how it can kind of raise its ugly head. What I've done is drawn a really simple graph, and it is a simple graph, and this is going to be a simple explanation, but it's just to give you the general gist. If you need for information, there's a wealth of knowledge out there on the internet. Alternatively, speak to your personal trainer or fitness instructor or advisor. What I've done is created a little graph and just plotted strength on one side and time on the other. Because overtraining can be in one of two forms, and the first form is through a lack of recovery. So what that means is you go to the gym on a Monday, you train in your exercise, let's say it's chest, back, arms, legs, call it what you will. Straight away your strength drops because the muscles are broken down in a catabolic state. They then repair, they recover, you get a super compensatory effect, so the body has responded to the stress you've subjected it to, and you get stronger. Simple as that. And then the principle would be, once you have recovered fully, you then train again, you again get a little dip, and you climb, and so on and so forth, until your strength over a period of weeks, months and years eventually increases, and you become a fitter, stronger, healthier person, which is great. The only trouble is, it's not always that simple, and this is where overtraining comes in. So if we follow the blue line, we have our dip and we have our growth. This red mark here is roughly a little bit higher than our strength to begin with. So let's say your strength was 100 to start with. It would have dipped down, maybe that's 101, 102, and if you follow it through, you might get to 105. If you train again too soon, and you don't allow enough recovery time, you haven't reached your maximum. That is effectively overtraining. It could be as simple as that. You haven't given the body enough time to recover, you've gone back in the gym too soon, or you've trained that muscle group again too soon. But it's not always as simple as the amount of time, because it could be you allow enough time for that recovery procedure, but you don't give the body what it needs. And by that, I mean adequate nutrition, especially getting the protein you need, drinking enough water, getting the healthy fats, the vitamins and minerals your body needs to recoup and recover, but also making sure you get enough sleep. It's no good getting 3-4 hours a night. You really do to be looking around 7 or 8 hours for your body to repair and recover. That's when growth hormone levels are at their highest, when you're asleep, and that's when the body does its best work. So in order to make sure you get full recovery, you need to make sure that you get your food, your sleep, and keep your stress levels down if you possibly can. Stress can be brought about by circumstances at home, in the workplace, but also through other stresses like alcohol. It's not great for the body. Cortisol levels rise, and that doesn't promote a nice anabolic muscle building environment. So if we know that time and what you do in that recovery time is important, overtraining is simply not allowing enough recovery time or doing the right thing within it. Therefore, undertraining would be allowing too long. So rather than training again when you've reached your peak, you leave it a little bit too long and start again on decline. It just means you're not maximising the gains from your exercise. It's not the end of the world, and I understand that people have busy lifestyles, busy schedules. You might only be able to afford to get into the gym once a week. It could be economic costs, it could be a number of things, it could be holidays, it could be work, it could be travel. But that's what overtraining is. You'll often hear people of a professional sporting background, certainly in athletics, say there's no such thing as overtraining, there's only under recovery. When it comes to this kind of thing, that's possibly true. It means you haven't given yourself enough recovery time. But when we look at the other form of overtraining, which I'll cover now, under recovery slightly goes out the window. What I've done here is plot 3 lines again to try and simplify things, and using our blue line as our ideal or perfect marker, you've gone into the gym, you've trained hard, you've taken yourself to muscular failure, you've worked the body, it then has to recover, super compensatory, and the cycle continues on. If you go into the gym and do too much, you'll find that rather than just being a dip in strength that requires recovery, you really tax the body hard. There's a big drop. But the body's only got a limited amount of recovery ability. It's why you can't run 100 miles in a day every day. It's not a question of fitness, it's what the body can or can't do. Part of it are genetic limitations, but there is a point where you've got to stop working. And even if you're the most enthusiastic, motivated person in the world, going to the gym for 4 hours a day isn't going to do you any favours unless you are an athlete and you've got the support of the best masseuses, you've got optimum genetics, you've got nutrition, you're a Tour de France cyclist. But even those guys can't do it all year round. They do a Grand Tour, they take some time off. If you go into the gym and train too hard, you do too many exercises, too many sets, too many reps, your body is not able to fully recover from that additional stress. You will see the red line and the blue line roughly follow each other as an arc, demonstrating you've got the same amount of recovery ability. But because you did so much damage in the first instance, you can't get quite to where you needed to be. So what you've actually done is too much work. That is overtraining. And a lot of people are guilty of this when they want something so much. You know, we're all human. We want to have the nice car, we want the nice home, the nice clothes, we want the holiday. We want it and we want it now. And it's the same with getting that body, getting that fitness up, losing weight for the wedding, getting ready for the triathlon or football match. Just because you want something more, it doesn't mean you can necessarily take shortcuts and try and cram that work in. You've got to get the right balance. Likewise, the flip side of undertraining would be when you go to the gym, you just don't work quite hard enough. And rather than getting a sufficient enough dip to promote a supercompensatory effect, you just do enough to get a compensatory. You recover, but you didn't do enough to stimulate the body to send the message that I've worked to failure, I can't quite keep up with these demands, I need to be fitter, faster, stronger, I need greater cardiac output, I need more endurance, I need more mitochondria, I need bigger muscle fibres and hypertrophy. Whatever those demands may be, you need to make sure you get the right balance. So I guess the message in this video is, overtraining, it's not black and white, it's shades of grey. You can be overtraining and still making gains. It can be from doing too much in a gym session, it can be from not allowing enough recovery time, or it can be for not going through the right recovery process. So guys, if you've got any doubts, if you find that you're getting colds, coughs, ailments more regularly than you used to, perhaps some joint pain, perhaps you're going in the gym and you've hit a plateau, or you're just not responding the way you were, you might even be a little bit weaker, speak to a fitness instructor, a fitness advisor, a personal trainer, do some research and reading. It could be perhaps you're not doing quite enough, it could be your routine is stale, but it could also be that the amount of stress and work you're putting your body through is now beyond your ability to recover and recuperate. So it could even be you need to knock things back a notch for the 2-3 weeks and you start recovering again. So guys, thank you for watching the video. If you've got any comments, please send them through to me on my Twitter account, John Melson PT, or visit the website johnmelson.com. I look forward to hearing from you and hearing your comments. Thanks very much for watching. Bye bye now.